Hi there, it's Myra from Myra's Crafting Playground, and today I just want to share with you some of the products, some of them from our current mini catalog, and some of them I have a little bit that's coming out in the March release. I do have another order coming, so I'll have more of March release coming, but for now. So if you haven't been excited yet, hopefully I can get you there, and hopefully I can get you to come out to some of my classes or join me in scrapbooking to make use of all this wonderful product. So I'm just going to do a quick run through. I want to start by saying I've sort of been really quiet the last couple of weeks. I was away in the Galapagos, a trip of the lifetime. I'm currently exhausted. It was crazy, and if you notice my little necklace, that is a blue-footed booby. So that's my little charm that I brought back with me. So it was a lot of fun, a wonderful experience. It was an education, not a vacation, that's for darn sure. But anyhow, so I'm trying to get going again and slowing down, but trying to get going, if that makes any sense at all. So let's start with Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours, and I hope you're having a great day. So I'm going to start off by showing off one of the stamp sets that's in the, I believe it's in the mini catalog, that we should be using today. But of course, since I just got back this last week, I haven't used them myself, but this is what they are. This is the die set, and you can see that this die here cuts out a couple of joining frames, really, the way it ends up cutting out. And this one up here, you could either use to make sort of embellished holes in your craft paper if you were using a larger sheet or in a corner, or you just use it to cut out some hearts to use as embellishments on your project. And there's arrows and a heart tag and a row of hearts here, and they can get used here. So this one here, that's that one up there, you could stamp hearts in different colors if you wanted to. So we've got two from Happy Day, Today and Always, Hugs and Kisses, Valentine's, Sending You, so there's Sending You Love, all kinds of things. And this is similar to the heart that cuts out with the two frames that I mentioned. So my wishes for a happy Valentine's Day for you. And that's set number 1, so you may have seen that one already. Another one that I've already used in one of my classes, so let's see if my dies fall off the panel here. But this is the Fragrant Layers bundle, and beautiful flowers, just gorgeous. And those little guys can be used to embellish some of the frames or the labels that are on here as well. This cuts out to a little frame, so I think I used that on, gosh, I don't have that card handy right now, but I did use it in my last class as a gold frame. These are, of course, the labels. These can be used as, they can be used as stamens in the middle of the flowers. And you've got your leaves and your couple of flowers. And that matches up with this stamp set. We've also got So Happy for You, Hello, It's Your Day, and Just a Note. So that's Fragrant Layers. So I'm just going to do a walkthrough of these different sets that are available. I'll keep going here. This one is the Gears and Textures set. So we have, that's the artwork, and then this is the matching die set. Lots of different chains and gears and all kinds of textured elements that you could use. Good for masculine, steampunk if that's your style. I like it. I like it. So, this one I plan to use in my Father's Day class. Let me just grab the die out of here. This one is called, okay, I'm having a moment here because I'm going, where is the die? But it's just this tiny little half sheet and it was way down on the bottom. So those are the dies. And that's what they look like. And like I say, it's just a little half sheet. And it gives you this. So it's you make life lovely, take time to relax, sending happiness, which are also wonderful statements that you could use anywhere. And you've got the little picnic basket, some books, a hat, somewhere to tie up your boat, some wave action if you want to get rowing, and your paddle and your boat. And so here too you've got the wood log, some lily pads, I'm just looking, you've got a few more elements here. Oh my goodness, you even got the oar holder and a little bit of variation in some of the tree stumps, your lily pads. That looks like a little scarf for your bag, like, oh my goodness, can't think of it right now, scarf bag scarf, I'm not sure. But all kinds of little elements in addition to, and that's the bag itself, in addition to what you have for stamps. So that's going to make some fun. Then I've got something called Creative Haven. And this is the stamp set. And it just says, you're the best. Friends like you are golden. Deep breath. You've got this. So happy to have you in my life. And you deserve all the good things. That's that tiny little verse up there. So they're more like kind of tags or banners. And so with this set, this is the labels that come with it. So you can see that they match the shapes of the words. So as well as having these leaf elements, and I guess these reinforce some of these reinforce some of the tags here. So depending on the type of opening you have and the size of your arch. So these would be in this one and these two would be either this one or this one. And of course for this one it may depend whether you put it there or there. However, anyway, those are the different labels that come with it. Then I've got a set called Woolly Friends, and Woolly Friends is just so darn cute. You can use this for babies, Easter, just about anything, you know, counting sheep, so who knows, you could use it for a lot of things. And it comes with a punch to punch out the pieces for the sheep. So depending whether you're a white sheep or a black sheep. So this would be a solid stamp versus this one is more of an outline stamp. So you could make your white sheep black. Or you could color it in. But anyway, that's Woolly Friends. And the verses there are sending flowers and sunshine. You're simply fabulous. You, E-U-W-E. Welcome, cutie. You make me happy. So there you go. Those are some of the verses. And I'm thinking Welcome, Cutie is really about a baby card. So let me put this somewhere. Now I think I've introduced this already as well, although I've seen some absolutely gorgeous cards being made with the Ferris wheel that is now freestyle spinning. So I really have to look into how to do that, because I think that would be phenomenal. But this is the Boardwalk Fun bundle, and you've got your dice here with some tickets. I was just, oh, those are the little chairs for the Ferris wheel. I was wondering what they were. And here's your roller coaster, and you've got these fabulous trees. The verses here are celebrate, hey sunshine, enjoy the ride, and happy birthday. So, but yes, definitely have to figure out that Ferris wheel card. And oh my goodness, I've already used this one as well, so this one's not new. But this is the Sweet Bugs, and I adore this little set. They are just so cute. Hello friend, love you, lots, and sharing joy. But they are just so cute. I don't know, little bugs, what can I say? They're just too darn cute, that's all. Cute is cute. Then back to a little bit of Valentine's. Now this was a set, and I'm going to be honest, this was a set I was not planning to buy. And then, you know what happens. And then I saw the little lemonade stand. So this is the bottom of the lemonade stand. This is the top, and as you can see, there's some couple little hearts there. And that goes on top of here. And you can have your little border there, and then you have this guy just sitting behind there ready to give you one big smack, and on the lips, that is. And I thought, no, I have to have him. I just have to have him. So this is Valentine Kisses, and look at her, ready to jump and give that face a big schmooch. And there's a teddy bear. So a lot of these things, angel wings, so I'm not quite sure what happens there. But the verses here, sending lots of love your way to celebrate this special day. Happy Valentine's Day. Bear hugs and kisses, giving you a big smooch. So it was the booth that got me. That was it. Had to have it. Here it is. So this one I am planning to use in an upcoming class. A friend of mine had bought it. Again, it wasn't on my list. A friend of mine had bought it and shared some of her cards with me. And I thought, oh, I'm missing something. And strangely, what I was missing was this fabulous panel right here. Okay, this is Lovely Arrangements. So you've got just the two floral images. You've got just a note, happy birthday, you're so lovely, so very much. So that could be love you so very much, thank you so very much, hello friend, so always here for you, sending smiles. So the stamp set, that's the stamp set. I got the stamp set. I could have just bought this. If this is really all I wanted, I could have just bought this. But then I thought it comes with the outline for the floral. So darn it, maybe I may as well just get the floral too. But this piece right here, this is the gold right here. And I will be using this one, I am sure, in an upcoming class. I absolutely love this. It creates a nice background to lay images on top, or a smaller verse square, or just about anything. But it just sort of gives you that, I don't know, that layering pop. I love this piece. Just saying. But that's me. Oops. All right. I guess you're getting a lot of headshots here. I apologize for that. This is just one of the polymer stamp sets. If you use Stampin' Up! To make cards and you sell them, you do have to use the copyright symbol on the back of your card to indicate that it's Stampin' Up! That's part of the Angel policy. And so this set here gives you a couple of options for that copyright stamp, as well as handcrafted by sharing what I love, loving what I do, which is basically the Stampin' Up! Motto. Just to brighten your day, you know, on the back of the card. Happiness inside, something you can put on the outside of the envelope, and crafted with you in mind. If you're making a special card for somebody, you know, if you have a soccer player and you're making a soccer card, then it's crafted with you in mind because it's specially for you. So that's just sharing, loving, crafting. That I bought that to have the current Stampin' Up! Copyright stamps. Well, blank. All right, this one, Love Story, is just a polymer stamp set, and this is to complement some of the scrapbooking that I will be doing. I've made some sets. I hope to use a kit a month over the next few months. I know a lot of the kits are currently in the clearance rack, which, or last chance clearance, they changed the name. So, here comes a pug. So if you hear some snorkeling, that's my little pug coming into my room. But this is great for scrapbooking. The words are a little bit bigger. You've got some journaling lines, some embellishments, and you make the verses here. You make me happy, I adore you, loved, you are, this day, treats, hello my, with all my love. And then you've got day, sweet, and heart, so you can add the two together, like, for instance, you'd have hello my sweet, so you could put hello my just on top of it. So depending how your scrapbook page is laid out, you can use some of this to go along with it. So love that for scrapbooking. And this one too is just the polymer set. So also I bought it with scrapbooking in mind. So currently playing, reading, learning, life, watching, making, celebrating, loving, just kind of different headers depending on the type of page you have. This was purchased with scrapbooking in mind. And I believe you've seen my cake day. That was my last class, so I did use this. Cake day is quite popular, also from the current mini catalog. And oh my god, these macarons. I have a whole thing just cut out. I just went crazy and cut out all the pieces just so I'd have them available. All right, on to newer stuff that's coming out in March. February, March. I know it was on the pre-order. As a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I get the benefit of pre-ordering, which I did. And actually, I think I ordered 2 of these, unfortunately. So if you want one, I know where you can get one quick, and I won't make you pay the shipping. So, reach out. Anyhow, this is the Barbecue Master. So this is another great Father's Day set. Summer barbecue set, invitations, pretty much anything. And let's always have a look at the dies. And the reason I always pull out the dies more than the stamps is because sometimes the dies, like, it gives you a sense of the size of the dies, and it also gives you sometimes different options that aren't necessarily in the stamp set. So I'm comparing and I'm looking and thinking there's a few more food pieces over here that aren't over here. Like, I don't see a mushroom anywhere over here, and a lemon rind, and so we do have a few more options over here than we do in the stamp set. So lots of food textures, so you could make yourself a hamburger using the top bun. There's some onion, some lettuce, probably burger, that could be your bottom bun. That could be tomato, or if you're having cerveza, then you've got your lemon hanging out, a shrimp, oh my goodness, the mushroom. So lots of foodie options beside just the grill. Oh, you could throw another shrimp on the Barbie too. So that's the grill set. Then we have a little budding soccer star in the family, and so I could not resist but to buy the soccer. And in the case of the soccer, I actually bought the whole darn bundle. So let's see if I can. Okay, so let's start. First of all, here's the stamp set. So match day goal. Your biggest fan, let's go, thanks for everything. Number 1, the t-shirt, the ball, the flag, the net. So lots of goodness here when it comes to soccer. And then, as always, the die set. So you've got some grass, you've got the net, little patches of grass, a whistle, a trophy, because you know they're going to win, a ball, the cone, and a flag in the shirt. So there are lots of options there to make the best soccer card that you can. But it goes further. So let me see what else came with that bundle. Look at this. Lots and lots and lots of stars. So you get 2 sheets of all these puffy stars. So that's a lot of fun to add to your soccer. And then there is the paper. Now, I'm just looking whether I opened one yet. No, I did not. But I can, because you know I'm going to use it. So let's see if we can get this open quickly and show you some of this wonderful paper. I think there may have been ribbon too, but because the bundle. All right. So we have, all right, so those were the puffy stickers and the dies and the stamps, and I'll put those down. And then we'll have a look at the paper. So these are panels, so they could literally be cut, and you can use them as card fronts. You can use them in some sort of scrapbooking page, but they are panels that can be cut. On the reverse side, you have, I don't know, is that the coach's game plan? Is that what you'd call that? Lots of fun. Then, okay, so there's 2 pieces of each. You have it again in garden green. This side is just graph looking paper. Then you have soccer balls on one side and trophies and medals on the other. So if you're making that winning card, that's the one. Then you have a scarf, a whistle, a watch, shoes, trophies, and balls on this one. And the back looks like actually the back of a net. I said graph paper, but if you look at it closely, it actually looks like the back of a net because it has that sort of wiggle to the lines. Here's another one where you could use that for different card fronts. So look at that. Oh my goodness. 12 different cards you could make. Or the back is just one big freaking soccer ball. That is so cool. I like that. Okay. So we have 2 sheets of that. there's your field as an option, and on the back, of course, you have all the different player numbers. So lots of fun with that paper. So I bought that as well. Then this is the one of the embossing. Okay, so that was the end of the soccer. Then this one is an embossing folder. Don't know if you can see that, but it's ladybugs and flowers. And I just, some ladybugs, the wings are open, others closed. Just a cute little embossing folder. And of course you could ink over it or not. This was January's product of the month, which was the Fabulous Sayings. I just had to read that bottom one. There are simply no words for this. And that could be positive or sad, but anyhow, lots of different words. You'll see that if you go and you become eligible for product of the month. Now remember, if you're buying product of the month, you have to spend $100 before any coupons or discounts, and you're only eligible to buy each product of the month only one time. So if we being Stampin' Up, have leftover product from December that's still available in February, as long as you didn't buy it in December or January, you could buy it in February if you wanted. And then the same with some of the others. So it really is one product of the month per person whenever you bought it, with $100 before any discounts. This is the Beautiful Blooms die set, and that matches some of the paper pumpkin options that are coming out. Okay, then I have the Dream Team, which is great. Great for me, for my team, if I want to make cards for my team, so I'd be using this. Great if you're making cards for co-workers. So the verses are, you're the boss, welcome to the team, from all of us I appreciate you, hey thanks, good luck finding co-workers better than us. So if somebody's leaving. So, and of course the laptop, the coffee, the paper clip, alligator clips as they're called, and the plant. Everybody's got a plant on your desk, unless of course you work for the federal government where they ban that too. But anyway, that's history. Made with Sweetness. So this has an accompanying die set. So let me pull this one out for you. There we go. There is for a picnic, in the garden, so berry, together, as can be for baking. For baking, okay. Lovely day, sweet and cute, and there's some little ladybugs there too. Aren't they just darn cute with that ladybug folder I just showed you? And let's see, is there a little ladybug cutout? Yes, there is. Look at these ladybugs. Guess where they're going to be. So that wonderful folder will work just with this. This will work lovely. So this is almost like a big recipe card, or two sizes of recipe cards with a lot of berry goodness to use. So we've got some strawberries there. That could be a cherry, orange or lemon. This looks cantaloupe to me, but that's just me. You've got some grapes here, lots of circles. You could probably also turn this into a watermelon with those two pieces, or maybe even this one because it's got, I don't know. I'll have to play with it and let you know. But lots of fun. All right, whoops. attack the pug. Sorry, baby. No, no, you're fine, you're fine. Mommy, you'll be careful. All right, just a couple more embossing folders to show you. I saw someone do something fabulous with this folder, and so I'm going to have to try it out. These are all just embossing folders. This one is called Stone and Vine, and it's sort of nondescript until I saw what one lady did with it, and I can't begin to explain. I'd have to demonstrate, so I won't. I'll keep you guessing, or you could always Google Stone and Vine. She basically, I think, used this with vellum and colored some of the stone and then colored the vine in a different color. Anyway, it was phenomenal. Really, really, really sharp. So she talked me into buying that. That was a hard sell. And then this was another embossing folder that I saw that I really liked. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's a real nice subtle background for any of your card fronts. And finally, this one, which would be great for Valentine's, little babies, I don't know, anniversaries, could even be birthdays, but it was just too cute to pass up. So those were the rest of my purchase. I did get some embellishments. These are pearlized faceted circles, and they are faceted, and you can see they're just a nice soft color, very reflective. And the last thing I just want to take a minute of your time to talk about is the Stampin' Positioner, which is a tool that if you sign up with Stampin' Up! This month, that you get the Positioner tool, which helps with your stamping. Some of the people that I have met most recently in some of my classes or even on our retreat, they did not have a comfort level with freestyle stamping. Okay, so this does come with a pad of paper so that you don't stain the base platform here. Okay, and these magnets would hold your paper in place. So see, it comes with instructions, but these magnets would hold your paper in place. And then this part here, this is the base, and you see the feet on the bottom. So, okay, don't do this upside down. So one end of this glass top has little feet, and the other end is a hole. So those are feet in a hole. So where the holes are, I'm putting them in the top aligning nubbies that are sticking up, and my feet are on the platform. And you can see that when I press down, it bounces, right? So the beauty of this is that you can place your artwork on the back of here, and then when you put it over your paper, which is underneath there, you can squeeze down. Okay, my magnet's sort of in the way because it's strategically placed right in the middle. You'd squeeze down and you'd get your imprinted image. And if it didn't print the first time, you can re-ink your stamp and press again. So that's really, really cool. It gives you a little bit of relief from freestyling if you're not that confident. And it also comes with this smaller piece that you could use with some of the pegs down the top here. So that fits over the pegs. And if you wanted to do a continuous design, so it operates the same way in that it presses down to stamp your image. And again, as long as your paper is secure on the platform with the magnets, you lift this up, you can move it to another set of pegs, put it back down, and use it again to press it. So you could make a continuous design. So if you wanted sort of like thanks, you know, a card with thanks, you could do 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of thanks, and then put, you know, for everything on the bottom. And you would just have your stamp on the back of this piece, and it would just go down the panel, down your card front in a consecutive manner, perfectly lined up, because you wouldn't be removing the stamp, so your edges to edges would be perfectly lined up, and you'd have a continuous sort of thing. Now you could do that with little animals, with little trees, little anything. So just a great thing. But this is a bonus product if you sign up during the month of February, up until I think March 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. So as a demonstrator, I'm able to pre-buy this. So lucky me, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get this, because I do not believe it will be in a catalog. So as a demonstrator, I'm able to buy it. As a new demonstrator, you get it for free along with the kit that you would be eligible to get on sign up. So just a thought, just sharing. Anyhow, it's over my usual time that I like to spend chatting, because I know this gets long. So thank you very much for having a peek at the latest product, and I will bring you another video as soon as my next order comes in, because yes, I had to use my coupons. I hope you got some coupons through some of your purchases in January, and get ready to use them so that you don't lose them, because they're only good for the month of February. So thank you. Have a great day. Happy Valentine's.